the Everyday Mat Series. Lying on your side on a nice mat, having a pillow or a cushion underneath your head, simply allow yourself to lie on the side, stack your hips and stack your knees one on top of the other. Shoulders are nice and lengthened and opened from the back and stacked one on top of the other. Hands are at last out front. With your left hand, simply allow the left hand to raise, drawing abdominals up and underneath and using the right rib to help you to rotate towards your left side. Head is going to go into the direction of where you are going. Exhale, allow your left rib to move back into position and abdominals will hold you in place. Exhale, drawing abdominals and lengthen across the hand, head will follow, ribs will move. Keeping the right hand steady across the mat. Keep making sure the shoulders stay down, using your rib to open up. Making sure to do 6 on your left side and roll over to do 6 on your left side. Now lying on your spine. Take away the pillow or the cushion that's been just underneath your head. Allow yourself to lie yourself flat and very gently across the mat. Press your feet into the mat and your hands into the mat. Lengthen through your neck and out through the crown of your head and get ready for pelvic curls into bridge. Slowly, pelvic curl is a tilt from the pelvis and gently articulate using your abdominals up and under to move the pelvis up and move the pelvis back in towards the mat. Starting with 3 or 4 of these, keeping the feet gently pressed into the mat, thinking of length through those fingertips, and now move into bridging. Slowly articulate as your body goes into the pelvic tilt, lifting up and lengthening out through the front of your knees so you don't dump into the shoulders, keeping the neck nice and soft. Lengthen out through those knees, and as you exhale, soften through the chest, soften through the neck as you articulate one spine, one vertebrae after the other. And again, exhale, pelvic curl, lengthening out through the feet. Lengthen the body across and lengthen out across those knees. Relax through the shoulders, soften through the neck, and articulate gently down through the spine, softening through the crown of the head. Feet are pressed firmly into the mat. Going to do 8 to 10 of these. Exhale as you slowly bring one vertebrae after the other back onto the mat. Keeping your body supine, moving to femur arcs. Keeping the feet firmly into the mat, lengthen through the crown of the head, with the right foot floated up into tabletop, lengthening through and pressing down into the left foot or stationary foot to keep you balanced across the pelvis, and tap your right foot onto the mat. Gently finding that balance and floating the left foot off from the mat. Keeping the pelvis as heavy as you can across the tailbone, shoulders are pressed into the mat, lengthening through the crown of the head, up to the right. Keeping the left foot nice and balanced as you tap your right foot down. Take your left leg up and keep the right foot pressed into the mat. Repeat 8 to 10 times. Chest lift. Lengthening through with your hands, pressing your feet gently into the mat. Lengthen from the crown of the head and gently roll shoulder blades into the mat and pull away with your hands across the mat, making sure to use your abdominals to draw up and under as you lengthen through with your fingertips. Shoulders are relaxed across. Exhale, slowly coming back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Don't use your... and back down into the mat. Coming up again, last one. Lengthening through with those hands, lengthening through as if an envelope is underneath your ribs. Gently pull those abdominals up and under, lengthen through with those hands. From here, take your hands and clasp them behind your head. Holding that position, keeping the neck nice and supported. Holding up for your chest lift, and simply allow yourself to come back down onto the mat. Pressing your feet into the mat, keeping the pelvis heavy across the mat. Keeping the shoulders nice and open. Elbows are in your periphery as you allow your head to gently balance in your hands. Don't pull on your hands, use your abdominals to pull up through the torso. As you exhale, slowly coming back down onto the mat. Neck is nice and soft, chin is relaxed, jaw is relaxed. Exhale, slowly drawing up, thinking those abdominals drawing up and underneath your rib cage as you find your length. And exhale, slowly coming back down onto the mat. Repeat this exercise 8 to 10 times. Keeping your hands in this position and moving to obliques. In this position, we're going to lift again up through the top of the torso. Abdominals are helping us lift up. Hold that position and twist to the right. Holding the abdominals nice and firm across the abdominals, and simply allow yourself to come back to the center. Pelvis is heavy on the mat, and simply over towards your left. Careful to not dump through the shoulders. Keep the abdominals nice and firm and feet are very balanced across the mat. Follow across from left to right. Exhale. And inhale back to center and back down towards the mat. Repeat 8 to 10 times. Supine spine twist, or side to side. Feet are firmly placed across the mat. Now placing both of your feet together, toes and heels. Pelvis is heavy across the tailbone. Shoulder blades are nice and firmly apart. And lengthening and maintaining the length of the back of the neck, or place your head under a pillow if needed. Take a nice inhale here, and as you exhale, rotate the pelvis towards the right side, using your abdominals, using your ribs to help move you, keeping the shoulders firmly placed onto the mat. Exhale, draw both legs back to center, using your abdominals to place them back to the beginning. Inhale here, exhale, over to the left side, finding that beautiful length through the spine with your hands pressed firmly into the mat and the shoulders nice and open. If the shoulders are too constricted, simply place palms up. Exhale, take me back to the center. Feet are firmly placed onto the mat as you widen across your shoulders as you move from left to right. Repeat 8 to 10 times.